I always go back to the Bible, and you can't outgive God. You can't outgive God. I've learned that in my personal life, and I've seen it in other people's lives over and over and over.
Hey, this is Shay.
And this is Carrie,
Welcome to the Pocket Change Podcast.
where you'll learn better ways to spend, save, and invest and take control of your financial journey.
Merry Christmas! So, Carrie, it's the Christmas holiday season. It's also a season of giving. A lot of people are supporting various efforts in the community because it is a time where we give back to our community.
That's right. We just wrapped up our favorite project of the year, the Leaders with Love project, and we're so excited to have a local nonprofit on our show today.
Yeah, showcasing a lot of the good work that nonprofits do, not only around the holidays, but all throughout the year. So,
Absolutely. Let's dive right into it. We're excited to welcome our guest, Gail Gustafson, Executive Director of the Dream Center, to the podcast. Welcome to Pocket Change, Gail.
Thank you so much for having me.
We're so happy to have you with us today. And so I just want to go on and ask, what all does the Dream Center provide? What services do you provide for our community?
The Dream Center is a transitional housing facility for women and women with children. We house them, clothe them, feed them, help them to find jobs. Just have a lot of classes that teach them computers, financing, physical activity, as well as parenting and overcoming codependency.
so tell us a little bit about the background and how the Dream Center started from a dream and is now what it is today.
The dream of the Dream Center was Pastor Val Trace from Jackson Family Worship Center. They were in the process of opening the old regional hospital building. And then Rita and Katrina hit. And so they just started taking families and individuals that had lost their homes from Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, from those storms. And they came up and stayed, and the community just dove in and helped feed them and clothe them. Eventually, everybody started getting back on their feet. Started working on their houses again. The insurance companies paid off, and they were able to go back to where they came from.
How did it expand from that?
Well, then they started just allowing the people that were homeless in our community to stay there.
Okay.
And it just became men, women, children, families, a place to live and get on your feet.
Gail, you mentioned the new building that y'all have moved into, so tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's an incredible building. It's 26,000 square foot.
Wow.
We can house 80 to 100 women and children,
Oh, wow.
according to how many children each family has, because each family has their own room.
Okay.
We have a beautiful commercial kitchen. We're able to hold events in our dining area and for other folks in the community. And so it's wonderful.
It's a beautiful building.
It is. It's absolutely gorgeous. And so many donations were made, from toilets to bricks. I mean, just an amazing place.
So what is the goal of the Dream Center?
The goal of the Dream Center is to teach these women how to become self-sufficient in every aspect of their life, financially, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually.
And why should the community be involved and support the Dream Center?
Well, because we're taking people that are homeless and living off of a system, and they are becoming homeowners and taxpayers, and they're giving back to the community. They're no longer a burden for the community, but they are becoming a part of the community and giving back to the community.
Powerful to have not only the community that's supporting them as they're in this time of transition and growth, but then they become part of that again and can continue to give back and even support the Dream Center, I'm sure, in many
They do.
ways.
They all come back to every event and serve, and they give to the Dream Center. And it's amazing. The kids now that were the kids when we first started, they're coming back and helping. They're grown. They're starting families of their own, and they're still grateful for the transition of their family and what it did for their family. I'll just tell you about one of our success stories. I won't mention her name, but she was a 3-time felon, okay, had lost all of her children. She came to the Dream Center right during COVID when it was really going strong. And she had a brand new baby, 3 weeks old.
Wow.
And I told her, I'm not taking anybody. We're fixing to shut down for COVID. And God just said, go ahead and take her, because he does that to me a lot, And so I took her, and we were staying in the houses at the time, and I took her to the house, and she got to the room, and she just started crying because she hadn't had a bed since she was 18 years old. She was very angry, which I can understand, the trauma that she had experienced in her life. But she came along. The law office called me and said that their receptionist was going to be out. Did I have somebody to fill it? I said, oh, yeah. And, of course, this 3-time felon sent her over there. And listen, these ladies are so smart, and they have so many talents, and they just haven't had the opportunity to use them. Well, she blew these lawyers away, with her computer skills, with just the way she handled herself. And so she was going before judges that she had gone before in her other life, you might say.
Wow.
And now God is restoring her children back to her. And it's just amazing. And now she's a homeowner, thanks to working with another nonprofit in the community. She's a homeowner and working and giving back.
That's such a beautiful story.
It's a Cinderella story.
And Gail, you didn't mention this yet, but tell us approximately how many families or women has the Dream Center helped?
Probably over 5,000 individuals.
Wow.
That's a huge impact in our region.
We're so blessed to have you guys in our community.
Yes.
Speaking of giving back, so we just wrapped up our Leaders with Love project that we do every year.
It's a great project.
Thank you. We're proud of it. But we're always happy to support the Dream Center. And could you tell us a little bit about what impact that has had for you guys?
Well, it's always incredible when a group of people come together. Diapers are expensive. Laundry soap is expensive.
Yes.
And when just for your house, so you multiply that times 60 and 70 people, that's a huge burden that's taken away from us that we're supplying, and then somebody else is filling in that spot. And that just, it's a big help,
We're glad to hear that.
And so, for listeners who are thinking about this season of giving and want to give back, what are some ways that individuals and groups, churches, anyone can support the Dream Center?
Wow, you can always support the Dream Center. There's no donation too small,
Right.
no donation too big, okay? And we want to grow. We want a playground out back. We want a half-court gymnasium for these kids during the winter time to be able to go and have activities still. We're running about 35 children right now, and when it rains and they're all stuck inside, it's crazy. But but financial giving, Christmas is coming up. And you don't have to think about toys necessarily. Christmas can be diapers. Christmas can be laundry soap, cleaning products, toilet paper. Multiply the toilet paper you use at your house times about 60 or 70. That's a big impact. And then we also have Adopt a Family at Christmas time, where you adopt the whole family. We give you a list of the mother's name, the children's names, their ages, their shirt size, pant size, shoe size, and something that they would like for Christmas. And then you wrap them individually, and then you put them all in one big bag together, and that family is taken care of for Christmas. And and it's not always about toys. I've had kids ask me for underwear and socks for Christmas. The important stuff.
That's
The
right.
essentials, necessities.
Yeah.
So people can give online at your website?
Oh, absolutely.
They can call you up?
They can call me up. They can come by. We love giving tours in our new facility.
Yeah.
I don't think I give a tour without tears flowing from my eyes, because I'm so grateful for what the community has done. They've come together and just it's amazing. Our new facility is amazing, and that's why we're so willing to share with the community and just come by and take a tour.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, we haven't mentioned this yet, but we're so grateful for your giving heart. Can anyone just donate all throughout the year, or are there certain times that you take donations?
Oh, no, we take donations
Okay.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
365 days
For
a year,
those
right?
listening, just to know it doesn't have to be at Christmas
Yes,
time.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes we have to limit, like, the clothes and shoes and stuff like that, donations, because we just don't have space for them. But all you have to do is call, and we'll let you know
Okay.
if we're taking those kinds of things.
And then there's another way to support the Dream Center coming up soon. You've got a annual event. I think it's the 15th year. Is that right?
It is. We've always called it the Night in the Caribbean, but this year is our 15th year, and so we rebranded, thanks to Adelsberger's marketing, give them a plug because they're so incredible. We rebranded. Now we're Dreams Renewed,
Oh, nice.
which I think fits so well because we are renewing dreams. I mean, that is our motto, rebuilding lives, restoring hope, renewing dreams.
Yeah.
And this year we have Miss Sara Evans,
Wow.
the country
wow.
singer, coming. And so there's tables available, balcony seats available. Coyote Blues is going to do the dinner.
Nice.
It's going to
That'll
be,
be
we're
good.
going to have a live and silent auction. It's going to be a great event.
Wonderful.
So we'd
I've
love to have
actually-
everybody out there.
I've seen her in concert. She is so talented.
Yes.
So that will be quite a treat.
Yeah, she's got a lot of songs out there.
And that's when? Coming up in January?
January the 18th
January
at the Civic
18th.
Center.
Okay.
At the Civic Center in downtown Jackson. So
Yes.
get your tickets, get a table,
Yes.
and join the Dream Center for Dreams Renewed with Sara Evans. That'd be great.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a great way to support y'all.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And so, since this is a financial podcast, we did want to ask, what is some of the best financial advice you've ever been given?
Well, I always go back to the Bible, and you can't outgive God. You can't outgive God. I've learned that in my personal life, and I've seen it in other people's lives over and over and over.
Being generous it's never going to take you in the wrong direction.
That's right.
Okay, so I have one last question for you. If you were to find some extra change in your pocket, what would you spend it on?
I wouldn't spend it. We have a jug, a big old water jug for the kids. And the kids and we all put our change in there. When I have change, the kids get to go put it in there. And we save that for the summertime, and we do an activity with that money.
That sounds perfect.
So another way to support the Dream Center, if anyone's got spare change, just swing by there and drop
there
it
you
in
go.
the
Fill
jug.
that jug up.
Yeah,
That's
bring your
wonderful.
pocket change
Yes.
over.
Well, thank you, Gail, so much for being with us today. We appreciate all that you do in our community.
Well, thank y'all for having me. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in to the Pocket Change Podcast.
Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe, and check out our full episodes on YouTube,
The Pocket Change Podcast was brought to you by Leaders Credit Union.
where we power your passion and make lives better. Merry Christmas to all.
And to all, a good night.
Cha-ching! Leaders is federally insured by the NCUA Equal Housing Lender.
Learn more at leaderscu.com.